everybody, I'm Sean, producer, engineer, owner of HeyWorld Productions. I'm pretty excited because today in the studio, I've got Spike. We made a record together, we continue to work together, and now I get to ask him some questions. And hopefully we get some answers that you want to know too. So Spike, welcome to the studio.
Yeah, thanks, man. And
Does
you know
it feel
what?
like home?
I mean, a little bit. I got my sleeping bag. You guys can't see. I got a sleeping bag over
There's like
there.
a cot over there.
Yeah.
So let's kick this thing off by really just kind of diving in. Let me ask you this: why music? Why are you pursuing the dream of being an artist?
Well, for me and like majority of everybody else in the world, there's something inside them. There's a passion that they have that moves them in whatever path of life that they choose to go down. For me, it's always been music. Even when I was a kid, I remembered having a little Walkman. I remembered having a little Sony CD player. And I would always put any part of my pocket it could fit into, I would carry it with me. Music has always been there for me. Music has always made an impact in my life. I know it's made an impact in the lives of millions of other people, millions of other kids all around the world. And if I could be that for somebody else, then that's what I'm going to strive to be.
So speaking of being an influence, having an impact, who were the people that you were carrying around in your Sony CD player or whatever you had in your pocket at all times? What were some of those artists?
Well, the first hip hop song I ever heard, you might know it. It goes a little something like, "Hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Chicka Chicka Slim Shady." But yeah, that was the first hip hop song I ever heard.
That's incredible.
I know. It was. And I found it at a really young age. It was in my dad's CD holder that he had in his truck. So I stole it from it, put it in my CD player in my room. And in elementary school, whatever grade I was in, I was listening to that on repeat every night to go to sleep. The explicit version with the adult words.
School.
Yeah, I was exposed early.
That's hilarious.
But Eminem was the first one that I heard. He was just unique. And then as I started listening to him a whole lot more, I noticed that he was bringing up a person by the name of 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I got into around high school, I noticed that he was bringing on somebody by the name of Yellow Wolf. And all three of those guys have impacted me in a different way, in how I write and how I am creative whenever I get into a studio or just want to write something. Those three in particular have influenced me the most when it comes to music.
Here's another question I have for you. Is there something in particular that Spike as a brand, as an entity represents, or something that consistently you kind of wish to communicate to your fans?
Well, Spike it's more of like an alter ego or persona, I should say. It was a nickname I got when I was younger, but Spike is just that person that's not afraid to say what they think, just take on anything that's in front of them. It's just a person that doesn't have a fear, a person who's not afraid to do anything or say anything, pretty much. That's what Spike is to me, and in a way, that's kind of what I want people to get from that.
It's cool to see that not only does music help you with that, but at the same time, you can channel in all of these things that maybe Terry wishes he could be about his life, but Spike gets to do.
Right.
So that's kind of cool. So as far as fans are concerned, Instagram has been an awesome platform for you. You've really taken advantage of a lot of the features and abilities to connect in different ways. What are some of your favorite ways to connect with people on Instagram, and what kind of conversations are you having?
My favorite ways to connect on Instagram are pretty much just DMs and comments. That's my favorite way because it feels like a little bit of one-on-one time with each person. Everybody talks differently. Everyone reacts differently. Everyone has a different life. So in that sense, it's like, hey, I just did this post. I just did this video. You responded to me. I'm going to show some love back to you. I see what you're doing to support me. I noticed that. Thank you. And then when it's DMs, it's more personal in a way. Like it's just, hey, how's your day been, man? Or, hey, what's up? What's new? What are you eating for dinner tonight? And then people send me photos of their food and they're like, I bet you're jealous. And I'm like, yeah, I am jealous. And then there's some people, I have a PlayStation 4 and some fans have a PlayStation 4 too. And we're like, hey, what's your name for online? And we play video games together. So it's
cool.
All around. I do whatever I can just to get back to the people who are showing love and support to me. And by the way, everybody, This is a Creekwater whiskey. It's Yellow Wolf's whiskey, and it is amazing. If you have it near you, definitely go try it out.
So I have questions about Walk With Me. I know you and I are the ones that made it together. It was your first record. Where did those songs come from?
For the Walk With Me album, all those songs came from a place of, you could say, feeling lost, confused. A lot of those songs just came from a place of wanting to be better, wanting to go to another place or an escape, you could say. And for me, I've gone through my own personal struggles in my life. I know other people have gone through the similar struggles and even worse things than I could imagine or ever go through. So this entire album was just, I'm wanting to move past the bad in my life, but I want to put it out there to let everyone know that if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling sad, suicidal, any of those things, I've been there before. You aren't alone in what you're going through. Maybe your situation is a little bit different than mine, but you're not alone in what you're thinking. And when they listen to this album or just a specific song that relates to their emotion or their place of mind at the time, I want them to know that I'm there with them. That's why it's called Walk With Me, because some people, they go through this life walking alone and not having anyone around them to help them or be there for them. So this album is my way of being there for everybody that I can't physically be there for.
I think all walks of life, we turn to music, we turn the radio on, we want to feel a certain way. It puts us in that mood. And I think it's great that you created something that can positively impact people in so many different ways, in addition to being super fun and entertaining.
Right. And for me, it helped me just writing it. It was my own way of just moving past everything. And then it's just amazing to hear people DM me and respond like, hey, this song helped me, or this is my favorite one off this album. Thank you for that. I'm like, thank you for listening to it. That's why I made it. I made it for you.
That's awesome, man. So Youngville, your record label, you've been working with them for a little while now, and tell me a little bit about what that's like.
Being on a label is definitely way better than being independent, because you have, just for my case, whenever I'm making a decision or I'm choosing to do something, people on the label, they back that decision. If there's a really big thing that's coming up, then I have a team behind me that helps me make that decision so I'm not alone in it. And for example, like these rings that I'm wearing, they're the first endorsement I got because I'm on Youngville and because of the platform that they've allowed me to use and have.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, these rings are amazing. There's a guy named by Saldivar Social. He's down in Atlanta, Georgia, and he made them for me. I love these things so much.
These are handmade.
Yeah, they're handmade.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Go definitely check him out. He makes amazing stuff, and his wife does too.
Yeah, that is intense craftsmanship right there.
I know, right?
Super cool. Your recent release was Beastin'. It was an EP, a shorter effort. How was that different than making your first record?
The Beastin' EP is definitely a whole lot shorter, like you said. It didn't take as long to make just because of the length of it, but it was a different vibe, a whole different vibe than the Walk With Me vibe. And then that's where my albums and my EPs differ. My EPs are more have fun, go crazy, go buck wild type music. And then when it comes to my albums, all that stuff is going to be focusing on stories. It's still going to have hype music on there as well, but that's going to be more focused on stories to help people get through their day, or just kind of stuff that I've been going through lately. But with the Beastin' EP, it was just, we're going to have fun with this thing. We're going to go crazy. Whatever we can think of to put that off for other people, that's what we're making.
That's cool. Do you have a favorite song from Beastin'?
I mean, my favorite song on Beastin' is, Beastin'.
The title track?
Yeah, the title track. That's my favorite track on there.
That's
it was
cool.
so fun to make.
So features are a pretty prominent part of hip hop.
Definitely.
Do you enjoy being a featured rapper or having other rappers feature on your stuff?
So when it comes to the features I give for other people and the features that people do for me, you feel good as an artist because someone wants to work with you.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to make sure I give that person exactly what they want. Their project is unique to them. It's not my own. So whatever path that artist wants me to go down, I'll write my verse for him. I'll send it to him. I'm like, hey, this is what I have. If you hate it, cool, tell me. I will rewrite it for you. If you want me to redo some stuff, let me know, because this is your baby.
It's cool, man. So I'm told you're in the beginning stages of developing your live show. What are some things that you want your current fans and or people who haven't discovered you yet to experience in your live show?
For me, I'm pretty much always a little bit crazy and wild, but when I get up on stage, there's no rules, there's nothing holding me back. I'm going to do whatever I want to do for that song and do whatever I possibly can to make every single person in the audience just go crazy. That's what I want to do. If I can, squat down, take selfies, high fives, play patty cake with people while I'm rapping, we're going to do it. I don't care. It's going to be
hilarious.
At any of these shows in the future, I want everybody to know that I'm going to do the best that I possibly can to make sure that this is the only way you're going to have this experience is if you're at one of my shows.
Instagram is there's still a screen between you and them. It's like, when you're live in person with somebody, there's no telling,
Right.
That's the best part about going to see a show.
Right.
So now we've got some Instagram questions that you're going to answer. Mm-hmm. Let's hear what they've asked.
So the first one is by 77C Carey on Instagram. Thank you, first off, for your question that you submitted to me. And she said, what has been the most life-changing experience in my career? I would say that for me, the most life-changing experience there's actually a lot of them. The endorsement by Sodabar Social was one thing, because that is a reputable person who acknowledged my music and just saw talent and wanted to do something to help me out. That was just a good feeling for me. I got a warm fuzzy in my stomach. It was awesome. But it made me feel that, this is really happening. And then and this is an everyday experience. Whenever I post something and then I get responses, comments, and DMs from all you guys who are, reacting to what I'm doing, that's life-changing. Because all my posts are there for you. They're there to show off what I'm doing, let you know what's coming up, and then you guys react to it. That's a life-changing experience every single day. The last question is from, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Anley Branham 2017. And she's asking, what am I studying in college? For those of you who don't know, I am a college student. I'm a senior this year. I graduate in December. I'm studying education. I'm studying to become a high school teacher. I've always enjoyed being around people. If I can help somebody learn something or just grow, whether it's with music or in the school system, if I can help you out some way, that's what I'd love to do. So that's why I'm studying education in college.
Last question. One of my favorite things about hip hop, at least it seems to me, that hip hop artists tend to be quicker to release new music. What do you have coming up?
I got a lot of things coming up. There's some things I'm going to keep hush hush in a way. Like, I don't want to put everything out like, hey, this is everything you're getting in 2018, 2019, 2020. 10 years down the road, I'm going to be in this. No.
Yeah, we don't need the full list. What can you talk about?
We got a Whiskey Nights EP coming up soon. The Whiskey Nights EP is going to involve more with your friends, this is what you're doing type stuff. Then we also have some big name features that we're going to be coming out with soon. And one of those artists is Bubba Sparks. Maybe you've heard of him. He's a pretty big deal. We got a song coming out with him. We're going to be doing a music video with him as well. Whenever I have all that stuff ready to release, you guys will definitely know it. And then another thing that we got coming out is Mr. Red. He's another person signed to our label. He's going to be doing a feature with Dusty Lee. And that song is going to be like...
That's cool.
It's going to be awesome. And I believe that I'm going to be featuring on that song as well. So you're going to have me, Mr. Red, and Dusty Lee all on one song together, blowing your mind.
It's a lot of awesome in one song.
I know. It's going to be...
Last but not least, we have a freestyle rap. I'm going to get a free Spike concert right now. Let's cue up the beat, and you can take us to Freestyle City.
Me too. I'ma do me. You can say what you want. Live by my own rules, don't listen to no one. Never get mad when someone tells me something I didn't even hear him. What should I get mad for? Why you even tripping? Look at my position. Don't listen to you, but you should pay attention. I'm smoking from success while you smoking something different. That's why I'm the best and you're making bad decisions. You all up on that dumb shit, eating crumbs from my chips, spending all your money on a choice that makes no sense. My coattails close for business, don't need that bullshit. If that's what you're selling, well, I don't wanna buy it. Grown man acting like a teenager, no plans, so I'll hang out later. Go ahead, that is in my nature. Oh damn, got a joke for haters. You acting like a hoe, it's who you are. I know my name's all up in your mouth. I can give you something bigger though, slide it down your throat, hope that you don't choke. I always do what I say, I'm never blowing smoke. Losing my mind, losing my time. Look in the mirror, who the hell is that guy? I don't know why this happens all the time. I'm sorry for my success, man, it covers up the sky. And I'm already there, I'm already there. I'm on the top floor, you still walking up the stairs. Making big decisions, sitting in my boss chair. You survive, I make a living, trapping these beats with a snare. I'm out.
Dude, that was awesome.
Thanks, dude.
That was pretty sick.
Sliding off my head.
Yeah, you can just ditch the headphones. Man, I'm excited for the new stuff coming out. Super cool opportunities, Bubba Sparks, and so many other names that you're going to be working with really soon. Dude, thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. I'm sure the internet appreciates it. And man, best of luck. We'll talk soon.
Thank you so much for having me today. All right, bye.
Bye.